Hello everyone, Steelworks Ryan here, and I'm making this video to help my buddy Steve the Weave. Now, onto the topic of the video, Thomas and Friends merchandise. Now, there are a lot of parents in the world who think that Thomas and Friends is a show for babies only. And while the reboot in 2021 is most likely for babies only because Mattel's trying to save the show, the older stuff is not. Because the way I see it, these are not just toys. They are collector's items. And if people want to collect them, that's totally fine. But the fact that people think that 16-year-olds should stop collecting them, they clearly haven't done any research, because I have seen 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 50-year-olds still collect Thomas and Friends merchandise, and no one cared in the slightest. Because like I said, these are not just toys. These will always hold a special place in our childhoods, and still will to this day. Now, if we do decide to collect the new merchandise, no matter how dumb and cheesy they make the packaging or the engines look, stop collecting the merchandise is a decision only the collector can make. Because soon, that person will grow up, and then they'll take away all the Thomas toys, and then the parents won't need to worry about stepping on them or having them dusting the shelves for the rest of their life. And the collector will put good use to them. And it's like what Wilbert Audrey said. Back in the day, Thomas and Friends was not meant for just kids. It was meant for teenagers, adults, fans of any age. Even like I don't know, like 100-year-old mans could still like this series known as Thomas the Tank Engine. And while Mattel is doing this cheap reboot to try and save the show, that doesn't prove anything, because the classic era still exists, and there's so much more history that hasn't been revealed yet. So, if you're a parent and you think your child should stop collecting Thomas, you've seen nothing yet. Because as long as they're not like throwing them about on the floor like 4-year-olds, so you just like step on them or trip over them, like as long as they're not still doing any of that, then they're perfectly fine to collect these toys. Because that's just who they are. And if you got a problem with that, you'll just have to live with it. Because Thomas and Friends, we all love it. And I don't see that changing anytime soon, even with this whole reboot. The true fans will stick with it. And the overall moral of the day is that no matter how old you get, you should not stop doing your hobby because someone's telling you to. You should reach for your goal. Do not stop reaching for your goal until you have reached it. And if you don't feel like that goal is good anymore, that's entirely up to you. Because if the collector decides to stop collecting these, then that's their choice. But if you're forcing someone to stop doing what they like, then you have issues. Thomas and Friends is not just a marketing scheme. It's history. It's nostalgic. It's Thomas the Tank Engine. And that will never change. And for those parents who don't mind their children collecting Thomas and Friends, I salute you. Because you know how to take care of your child. And I appreciate you for that. I didn't even mention one thing. There is a reason why people collect these things. It's not just so they can have them. The reason I collect my merchandise is so I can make people online happy. So I can make children happy, adults happy, teenagers happy. All sorts of people all over the world enjoy watching content with these small collector's items. And no matter how cheap they get, the older ones will still exist and will still remain in our hearts. And as long as people know how to take care of these things, that's all that matters. Because like I've said so many times in this video, Thomas is not just a scheme. It's special. There have been so many dumb, cheesy kids shows that just fell apart after the first few episodes. Paw Patrol, Puppy Dog Pals, Mickey and the Roadster Racers. Like, all those are just kid shows. But Thomas the Tank Engine, Tugs, Theodore Tugboat, Shining Time Station, the list goes on. All of these shows are nostalgic. And they are an important part of history. And if you got a problem with that, parents, then I'm sorry. It's just the way things are. Now, if nothing made sense in this video, I deeply apologize, but I just wanted to rush this out for Steve the Weave, because we're very close friends. Anyway, I hope I taught you something in this video. And there's nothing left to do but say my catchphrase. I have nothing else to say but goodbye, everyone.